Really, actually, Facebook Live, I should say. Anyway, thanks for being with me this morning. We've got some rough weather out towards the west. Real complicated kind of a situation. I'm going to try to smooth it out. Maps, let's see, there we go. Make sure Aaron folks on. Okay, looking outside, we've got cloudy skies. Real interesting kind of a forecast here. Okay, first of the county, so Uvalde County is included. Pretty small thunderstorm now, and you can just see from this loop is over about 2 hours how these thunderstorms on. You got to either be close to that upper level disturbance, and I think that's why those storms are holding together pretty good. Those ones along I-10 way up north. Storm Prediction Center, a slight risk for severe storms, but that's the way it looks to me. All right, so we've got the severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the most the hill country, almost the entire hill country. Is some of the computer models are saying that temperatures will stay in the 60s in Bexar County and points eastward. And so totally fizzled away, just total fizzled out. And what happened to that thunderstorm is the upper level support kind of left it, and the temperatures are real cool in the 60s. So it just couldn't sustain itself. So we've got the hail core right on the Kinney County, Uvalde County line, probably, about 5 miles, 7 miles north of 90. Its thunderstorm has been tracking almost due east. At times, kind of moving, kind of what we call a right mover, moving a little bit south of due east. But for the most part, it has been east, and it's been a slow move. It's been moving at about 15 miles per hour, so a slow mover. But you can see severe thunderstorm warning until 10:45 for the western portions of Uvalde County. I think this thunderstorm is going to stay just to the north of Uvalde. If you're watching right now on Facebook Live, I think that's what's going to happen, unless it really intensifies, which I don't think is going to happen, and then it starts to really turn right. That's probably unlikely. But if you're watching along 55 and just north of Uvalde along 83, watch out for this thunderstorm capable of producing hail stones the size about golf balls or so. And you can notice a tracker there, track it off to the east, and again about 15 miles per hour or so. And it's close to the radar site, so the radar site is not collecting all of the data, I don't think, but you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Notice how towards 55 it's got kind of that fan shape, and usually you have a real distinct kind of V and the curve to it. That's, again, that mesocyclone there. So this is a healthy thunderstorm. I think the counties right along 90, I think that's where we're going to find the healthiest thunderstorms, at least for the next several hours. So I want you to look here. Del Rio, a couple of hours ago, that thunderstorm was real intense there in Kinney County, and temperatures in the lower 70s. But look at Rock Springs, 62. So look what happened to that thunderstorm around Edwards County. Just too cool and just totally fall apart. And our thunderstorm that's now in Uvalde County, temperatures are in the lower 70s. I think that's going to be the threshold. And we're sitting at 66. Matter of fact, here in Bexar County, we've actually gone down 2 degrees. Bernie's in the lower 60s, Curl's at around 63, and it's really kind of interesting. Some of the computer models have us just staying in the 60s for the rest of the morning and in the afternoon. On one hand, I can buy that. On another hand, we've got some other computer models that say warm up into the mid-70s. I don't think that's going to happen. I did initially this morning until I saw exactly what's going on, but I think truth is going to be somewhere in the middle, probably about 70, 71 degrees this afternoon. At least what it looks like right now. So here's our stationary frontal boundary. Probably not drawn exactly where it's at. It's probably maybe a little bit. Well, it's pretty close. We'll just go with that. I think I did a pretty good job with it anyway. All right, this is the one. This computer model is the I believe the HRRR. Pretty good job. HRRR is a really high resolution computer model. So let's see what it says over the next little bit here. So thunderstorms continue, and like I think they're going to be the most intense right along 90 counties. This is about 2 o'clock. Notice the tendency is for them to fizzle out. I think the thing to watch is if we're in the lower 70s, these thunderstorms will probably hold together. If we're in the upper 60s, probably not. I'm thinking they will probably weaken before they reach us here in county around 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon, but that's not, it's going to be a close call, put it that way. And then as we head this evening, maybe a 20% chance of a shower. As we head into tomorrow morning, I think temperatures start off in the 60s. I'm going to give a 40% chance of some storms tomorrow. Some of the storms could be strong again, and then really warm up in the afternoon. I left my stationary frontal boundary there. Shouldn't be there. Anyway, I think high temperature will be in the mid-80s for Friday. And let's exit out of this and let's get to the 7-day real quick. I got to get back to the radar. Oh, okay, real quick. Storm Prediction Center. This is where they have the slight risk of severe storms, all in the yellow there. Does include northern portion of Bexar County. So we'll be watching it close this afternoon, a little part of this morning and afternoon. So for today, notice how it went 76. I think now lower 70s this afternoon. That's probably going to do it for a high temperature. Tomorrow morning fog. Highs will be in mid-80s. Thunderstorm is possible. Cold front comes through. Some of the storms, by the way, tomorrow could be on the strong side. Front goes through. Temperatures in the 60s. I think Saturday 68, Sunday around 66. I think lows will be in the upper 40s Sunday and Monday, and have a little bit of a warming trend Tuesday and also into Wednesday. So to get you up to date, I've got to go back to the radar. But real quick, Jessica, I just want to say hi, and Isabel, say hi. Just got some hearts there. Sonia, how are you? Hopefully you're doing great. And Caleb, how are you doing with the rain? Tree gets no lemons. Oh, by the way. Thanks, Caleb, for reminding me. I was going to put the aquifer. We're below 650. Not the last aquifer reading, which is really low for this time of the year. I think we're at 649. Usually we should be at 667. So we need rainfall. Really starting to, that aquifer is dropping, and that's bad news this time of the year. So we need some rain. Also, pollen count, oaks at a couple of thousand grains per cubic meter. Oaks going to continue to have slow decline, which is definitely a good news. And Edwin, your limb tree froze, I guess. That's too bad. Edwin, we lost a lot of stuff here. You know what? When you get down to single digits, which we do, I guess the average about once every 30 years, it exposes the plants that aren't supposed to be here in South Central Texas. And let's see, Rosa, how about Kerrville? It looks like to me Kerrville is going to be okay. You're in that slight risk for a severe thunderstorm area, but I think you're going to be in that zone where you probably won't. But it's possible. Guys in Norman, Oklahoma at the Storm Prediction say it's possible. I'm saying maybe not. Hey, Jessica, how are you? And Michael, all right. Tuning in from the Middle East. Wow. Well, Mike, thanks for tuning in, man. We got a lot of viewers. Okay, I got to go to the radar. Keep you updated here on KENS 5, and see you later. All right. Thanks a bunch.